The soul that sees beauty may sometimes walk alone. If you meet a loner, no matter what they tell you, it's not because they enjoy solitude. It's because they have tried to blend into the world before, and people continue to disappoint them. There is nothing outside of yourself. Look within. Everything you want is there. We feel alone, and in this we are connected. The loneliness you feel is actually an opportunity to reconnect with others and yourself. Sometimes you need to be alone. Not to be lonely, but to enjoy your free time being yourself. Great men are like eagles, and build their nest on some lofty solitude. Sometimes being surrounded by everyone is the loneliest, because you'll realize you have no one to turn to. Inside myself is a place where I live all alone, and that's where you renew your springs that never dry up. What a lovely surprise to discover how unlonely being alone can be. A man can be himself only so long as he is alone, and if he doesn't love solitude, he will not love freedom, for it is only when he is alone that he is really free. If you are alone, you belong entirely to yourself. If you are accompanied by even one companion, you belong only half to yourself or even less in proportion to the thoughtlessness of his conduct, and if you have more than one companion, you will fall more deeply into the same plight. Loneliness expresses the pain of being alone, and solitude expresses the glory of being alone. The best part about being alone is that you really don't have to answer to anybody. You do what you want. The thing that makes you exceptional, if you are at all, is inevitably that which makes you lonely. Loneliness is proof that your innate search for connection is intact. When they are alone they want to be with others, and when they are with others they want to be alone. After all, human beings are like that. Ordinary men hate solitude, but the master makes use of it, embracing his aloneness, realizing he is one with the whole universe. There is something immaculate about loneliness which only lonely people can understand. We live in a very tense society. We are pulled apart, and we all need to learn how to pull ourselves together. I think that at least part of the answer lies in solitude. Sometimes you need to take a break from everyone and spend time alone to experience, appreciate, and love yourself. The time you feel lonely is the time you most need to be by yourself. Life's cruelest irony. A season of loneliness and isolation is when the caterpillar gets its wings. Remember that next time you feel alone. Sometimes you have to stand alone just to make sure you still can. People think being alone makes you lonely, but I don't think that's true. Being surrounded by the wrong people is the loneliest thing in the world. Loneliness is and always has been the central and inevitable experience of every man. It takes nothing to join the crowd. It takes everything to stand alone. The only time we waste is the time we spend thinking we are alone. You are never alone. You are eternally connected with everyone. Loneliness can be conquered only by those who can bear solitude. The greatest thing in the world is to know how to belong to oneself.